dude. Good thing I'm not monetized, because if you cuss, listen guys, if you are monetized, the way that you get away with cursing in your videos but not getting demonetized is the first 30 seconds. If you don't cuss within the first 30 seconds, that's all they listen to. So they assume that if you don't cuss within the first 30 seconds that you're not a cusser or whatever. So if you're monetized, go by that rule, because that's what I'll have to do, because I'm a cusser and we all know it. So anyways, the reason why I was a little bit irritated just then was because I just sat there and talked to my phone for like 20 minutes and it wasn't recording. Dude, I was talking about my old hibachi job. I'm going to tell that in a different video sometime, because that is not what I wanted to talk about in this video. So I'm glad it wasn't recording, because I got it out of my system and that I wanted to talk about it. Sorry, I'm bouncing. I don't know why I'm bouncing today. Like, I'm just... But anyways, actually... if you guys want to hear about that hibachi job, it was a crazy, horrible job. I was just telling that story because they kept 65% of my tips. The hibachi chefs would get 50%, and they got an hourly wage. The busboys got 15%, and they got an hourly wage. And they took all of my check money for my taxes, and so I got no hourly wage, and I got 65% of my tip taken. So if you guys want to hear about that job and like all the crazy antics that they pulled at a hibachi restaurant, it was ran by Chinese people. Nothing against Chinese people. They just are, you know, usually really tight on their money, and this was rang true with these people. I don't like stereotyping anybody, but we all know that that is a stereotype, and I don't think that everybody's like this, but they were like that stereotype is what I'm trying to say. I don't think everybody else is, just them. But anyways, so I wanted to talk about today. Listen, sobriety is a beautiful thing, no matter how you achieve it. Everybody achieves it differently. Some people can be shooting up and put the needle right down and never touch it again. Some people were lucky like that. You know, they can do as many drugs as they want to and do everything that they want to and then just put it down, and, you know, they don't give a crap. Hold on, y'all. Why? 'Cause what? Spider jumped on her when she was on her bike. She had to jump off. Listen, you're not allowed all the way down here, baby. Come on. Come on. She's all the way down the road. Look at her. Y'all, Patience wants to be a boy. I'm alright with that, but, like, she's really, really looking like a boy right now. Look at her. What? I'll show you whenever I get closer how she has her hair, looking like a boy. I don't care. She can do whatever she wants to. As long as she ain't hurt nobody, I don't care what she does.
What?
Show him. Show him your boyness. No. Come on. Can you even see yourself? Can you see yourself?
Yeah.
Am I showing you?
Yeah.
Look at that little boy. Hey, I always wanted a boy, so I told her today, I said, do you really want to be a boy? She's like, no, I just like dressing like this. And I was like, okay. I said, because if you do, I don't care. I love you anyway. She's like, I know. And I was like, okay, well, I just want you to know that no matter what life choices you make, I'll always love you. I don't care if you're bi, I don't care if you're a lesbian, I don't care if you decide to be polyamorous and be in a relationship with 3 or 4 people. I don't care what you do. As long as you're happy, they're good to you, you're good to them, and nobody's getting hurt. As long as you're not hurting anybody or yourself, or nobody's hurting you or themselves, I'm all good with it. I don't care what you do. I'll love you either way. She already knows that, though, so I'm not telling her nothing she doesn't already know. Look, this is my outfit of the day. You can't really see me. Look, I look all nice up here, and then you go wah, wah, down to my little pajama shorts. But I got my Star Wars shirt on. And I got my little gold choker, my gold earrings, and my gold headband, and my gold eyeshadow. Because I'm a freaking weirdo and I have to match everything. You already know this. Everything has to match. This doesn't really match, but I love this ring. I got it yesterday for 50 cents. It looks like geodes, doesn't it? You can't really see it. Hold on, let me get a piece of sunlight. She went behind that house. She's going the other way. I know where she's going. So hold on, let me get in some light so I can show you how sparkly it is. It's beautiful.
All your stuff is in
Hey! Yeah, hold on. Alright, y'all, I'm back. She just left her little cart sitting in the middle of the road and the neighbors were coming.
Autumn, come on, no, this way.
Neighbors. I'm going to change my name a little bit on here so that it's harder to find me. But anyways, so what I want to talk about is just the fact that everybody's sobriety is different. Everybody's sobriety is beautiful. Everybody's sobriety is hard. Everybody's sobriety is life-changing. Even if they go back and, go back into their active addiction, whatever they did while they were sober, that changed their life too. It gave them a different way to think. Some people go to 12-step. Some people don't. I don't. But that's just because I've been shamed quite a few times at 12 steps whenever I was on Suboxone. I was made to feel like I didn't belong there because I wasn't doing it naturally. But I couldn't do it naturally. I just couldn't. I tried quite a few times and I was not able to do it. Autumn! Come on, baby! Daddy's coming home. You better come on. I wasn't able to do it by myself, and a lot of people aren't. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, man. What's wrong with that? And a lot of people that need to go to 12-step every single day and need that support system in their lives and need that that doubt erased by going to a 12-step every day, what's wrong with that? People that don't like 12-step and don't think that it works for them and they don't really want to work the steps and they don't feel comfortable with it, what's wrong with that? I don't go, like I said, I don't go to 12-step just because of the simple fact that I've been shamed quite a few times. And I was at an AA meeting for all women one time, and this woman had cancer. She was in pain, like a lot of pain. Sorry if you guys can't see me. I'm trying to pull this stroller and walk at the same time and hold this. So she was in pain. She was in a lot of pain. And they were basically shaming her for being on pain medication. And that just, astounded me. Seriously? I'm not going to stop any of my medications that are prescribed by a doctor that I need. Like my depression medication, my bipolar medication, I can't stop that just because I'm in recovery, you know what I mean? Part of my recovery is getting mental health help. And being on my medication like I'm supposed to be. And I don't understand how people can look down on that. Like, if you need a medication, you need it. I don't understand where the question is there of, is it that okay or not? It's fine if you need it, in my opinion. Other people are allowed to have their opinions, but I think it's really shitty if you judge somebody because of a medication that they need. Because I've been judged before because of my mental health medication and told that maybe I should try to wean myself off of those. And, if I did that, I would be right back where I started and I would be on dope again trying to self-medicate. So, I don't think y'all want to see that. I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. So, I'll stay on my prescribed medication for my mental health issues. Hold on, y'all. Keep count. I'm gonna put a tally on the screen again. This is number 3, I think. Y'all, I just got scared as fuck. Look how these hang really low. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Hold on. I'm back in this little field behind my house, and the trees are very low hanging. I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. But I was just trying to get Autumn out of the field. And, hold on, I swear to you, this child is going to have me having gray hair by the time I'm 30. Well, 35. Okay, Autumn. I'm going to have gray hair by the time I'm 35 with this child. Come on, come up on the porch and I'll get you some water. So yesterday I wanted to show these things to you guys, but my video cut out from my little flea market haul thing. My husband got this for me. He was walking around and I was walking around with the girls. So this is the chain, and isn't that a cute tiny little purse? Because I'm always complaining that my purses are so huge. So he was like, well, I seen that and I thought that you would like it. Because I do like animal print, I ain't gonna lie. Cheetah print, I don't like zebra print or anything like that. cheetah and giraffe. I like giraffe print too. But it turns out he paid $1 for this, and it turns out that it was a Jessica Simpson purse, which is worth, you know, a lot more than $1. So we got a good deal. And this is the thing that we actually were looking at for the Halloween stuff. We were looking at the pumpkins, but this is what got us interested in, and I forgot about it because it was in the bottom of the box. So watch this all.
Autumn, where'd you go?
Where's she? Oh my God, hold on. All right, John, I'm sorry about that. I was trying to get her out of that little field back there, and I ran into a limb, and, well, I didn't run into the limb, but there was a spider web hanging down, and there was one of those little itty-bitty baby pine cones on it, and it slapped me in the lips and stuck to my lips because of my lip gloss, and I thought it was a spider, and I was like, So, spiders don't usually bother me, but one attached to my lip would definitely bother me a little bit, because whenever I was a kid, I got bit by a brown recluse, and they almost had to cut my leg off at the knee. If y'all would like to hear that story, let me know. But it was bad, so I don't mind spiders because my dad always had tarantulas and stuff when I was growing up.
When you look at my hair,
I see it.
I just took off my hat.
I know. Yeah, beautiful. But yeah, I'm not afraid of tarantulas and stuff like that, but whenever I'm not expecting a spider to land on me, it does freak me out. Okay, so here's this little guy. Can you see him?
I wonder what'll happen when the witch comes back. Something bad could happen when the witch comes back. It might be something scary or extraordinary. We'll be very wary when the witch comes back. But wait, at the door, I think the witch is back. I'm creaking up the floor. Oh yes, the witch is back. I've got a funny notion. We'll wind up in a potion. This is way too much emotion. The witch is back.
I thought that was adorable. So, and Autumn loves it. It says Halloween stew.
2 trembling toads.
You can't even say it. It says 2 trembling toads, 12 crunchy caterpillars, 3 spooky spiders, and 1 jar of Junebug jelly. Which we have an aunt named Junebug, so Junebug jelly. So it made me laugh. So anyways, back to the point. Damn it. Back to the point. Stop interrupting me. I'm just kidding. Stop interrupting me actually is over there. Stop getting me off track. Come here, Rudy. Come on. Y'all know I'm ADD as fuck, and either you love it or you hate it about me. There's no in between. So y'all that love it about me, that, you know, I go off on little tangents and stuff, I'm sure nobody loves it, but y'all that put up with me, I love you for it, and I appreciate you for it, because I know it's hard to listen to me sometimes, because I do go on tangents, and I can't stay on one subject. But anyways, my hair looked pretty today. Just like that. Oh, and I want to show you my sandals, too, because it matches my ring, kind of. I got those sandals at the dollar store the other day for $3. Aren't they pretty? I'm a fucking hippie. I can't help it. Anything with, like, gems or, like, anything, like, with gems or jewels or, and I got, this is the ring that I got the other day, yesterday. Go get a hair tie or something and tie them on the side or something like that. Or go, no, or just go get a pair of your shorts or something. I don't know what to tell you, babe.
I'm just gonna go inside.
Whatever. Goodbye. Autumn, come here. So my point is today, basically, just don't judge each other over the way that we got clean, or our journeys, because everybody's journey is different. Mine will not be close to yours, and yours, I mean, there are people that have similar experiences. I met a couple of people that had, you know, very similar lives to mine. And it was really crazy because, you know, not saying that I'm the only one that's been through this and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Not saying that, but it's just crazy that, I found people and know people that had similar experiences to me. Because I had a really dark past. I'm good now, but my past still haunts me at times, you know? It still bothers me at times. Go in, you turd. Big fat turd. Bubba's a big fat turd. Sometimes it still bothers me. You know, yesterday was my mom's birthday. Luckily, I kept really busy yesterday. We went to the flea market at 7:30 in the morning yesterday. Got up there, was there for about an hour and a half. Went and got some iced coffee. Did a couple other things before we came home. And then we had to go to the pharmacy and get all my prescriptions and all his prescriptions. We're both on, lots of crazy meds. Not a lot, but what was I saying? Oh, and then we had to go a couple other places, and we got home at about noon. Then I sat on the couch for about an hour, and I think I might have drifted off from it. I don't remember. I think I might have fell asleep for a few minutes. And then he was like, babe, did you remember that it's Haley's graduation party today? I was like, no. So then I had to jump up and get ready again, because at that point my makeup had, I'd rubbed some of it and all that crap. So I had to get up and hurry up and get ready again. And we went to her graduation party. And we were there all evening. So the baby had so much fun. There was a lot of other kids to play with, and me and Patience played badminton and all that kind of stuff. So, and we saw his other brother that like never comes around. Like my kids don't even know their kid, and their daughter's like 6 or 7 months younger than mine, and they don't even know each other. Literally, would not know each other's name if they were standing right in front of each other. It's fucking pathetic, and not because we don't want to see them, because they're just so stuck up. It's not even funny. Both of his brothers are just really stuck up, and it's so weird to me because they all came from the same place, you know what I mean? And Mike is not like that. I don't understand. But I think it's probably because Mike was raised by his grandmother more than his mom. He was raised by his grandmother until he was 5 years old, and then his mom came back and got him when she got remarried to Mike's stepdad. And Mike was not happy about that. He wanted to stay with his mommy, which was grandma. You know, he didn't think that. He knew that that was not his mother, but it was his mother, you know. So, it always drips outside my mouth a little bit if I take a big drink. So, yeah. So, anyways, his wife came up and gave Mike a great big hug and told him how proud she was of him and that we're doing so good. And that's happened a lot here recently. A lot of people have been like, I'm so proud of you guys and blah, blah, blah. And it only took 6 years, you know, for people to realize that we're serious about our sobriety and that we're not just saying that we're sober just to say it. Because a lot of people had doubts about us for a long time. They thought that we were just saying that we were sober, you know, so that, I don't know, because we had kids, I guess, and because we wanted, you know, custody of Patience, so we were lying about being sober. I don't know. Like, even Patience's grandma, she still tries to say that we're using. And it's like, once you're labeled an addict, that label will never leave you. You will forever be judged by that label. And it's really sad to me. And it's really sad to me that addicts judge each other based on the way that we got clean. I mean, what the hell is that, man? I don't care what you did to get clean. I'm just happy that you're alive and didn't overdose before you got a chance to get clean. You know? Why can't we just be grateful that we're still here? Because had I not got clean whenever I did, I'd have been dead within a month or in jail. You know, I'd have been somewhere not good within a month had I not met my husband. And then subsequently Patience. And like I've told you guys a million times, he said, you know, either it's me and Patience or the drugs. And it was like not even a question to me of who I was going to choose. Love just compelled me to, you know, be clean and stay clean. And I never looked back. I had a couple slip-ups right there in the beginning with Xanax. Honestly, the heroin wasn't even the hard part. It was the Xanax that was hard to get off of. Because like I said, I did get into a Suboxone clinic, so the heroin wasn't the problem. It was the Xanax. It's really hard to get off Xanax, especially when you've been on it for a really long time. Oh man, I'm not even going to go into that today. Maybe some other time if y'all want to know how the withdrawals of Xanax really are. I'll tell you guys, but not in this video, because I have a point for once that who cares how we got clean. I know somebody, and I don't agree with this, but I'm not going to judge them either. They were the type of person that could drink every single day, all day. And then they could just set the alcohol down and not drink for months or years. And it didn't bother them. But with drugs, it was the complete opposite. They, if they did drugs one time, they were just hooked and they wanted more and more and more. So what they did to get clean was to go ahead and just constantly drink. He drank all the time so that he wouldn't feel all the pain of withdrawal. And he got clean that way. And once he felt that he was, you know, good enough to not depend on the alcohol, he stopped drinking, and he's still clean today. So Rudy, come here. Come on, Ruru. Come on, Roo. They're gonna run you over. So, there he is. Look at him waddling over. Come on, Rudy. So old. Everybody's just different, and you can't judge somebody based on how they did something to better their lives. I don't understand the concept of judging somebody for bettering their lives. That doesn't compute with me. I don't understand it. I never will. I will never understand thinking that you're better than somebody just because you weren't medically assisted in your recovery, or you did the 12 steps and they didn't do the 12 steps or whatever. You're not superior to them just because you did the 12 steps. This is making my eye shape look really funny today, and I'm not. Like, I look like a freaking alien or something. I am not enjoying my makeup at all. But anyways, just listen. We are all brothers and sisters, and we're all walking down the same road. We're all traveling up this mountain, the mountain of recovery, and it's hard for every one of us. We're all having trouble staying clean, and I mean, I'm to the point now where I don't really have a lot of cravings or anything, but every now and then whenever I'm really stressed or anxious or depressed, I'm like, man, if I had a couple Xanax right now, you know, I could just forget about everything. I would be good for a day or two, you know. Not to the point where I pick up my phone and, you know, try to find them or anything, but that thought does cross my mind sometimes, and I think it always will, probably. So we're all going through the same thing. We're not, nobody's superior to the other. I love watching everybody's story here on YouTube, and I don't care how it happened. I don't care how you got clean. I don't care about that stuff. All I care about is that you're still here with me. And I'm still here with you. And we're relatively healthy. You know? My husband had hepatitis C, and because he's doing so well in his recovery, back when we had Medicaid, before he got this good job, he proved so well that he had been clean and was gonna... Rudy, come here! Come on, there's a truck coming. He had proved that he had been clean and stayed clean for so long that that Medicaid paid for the medication. Come on, Rudy, come on, hurry up. They paid for the medication for him to be cured of hepatitis C, and it was $90,000. This medication was. It was $1,000 a pill, and he took 90 pills, so $90,000. So if that doesn't tell you that, you know, you can do it. Listen, the way I stayed clean was I cut everybody off, and I became a recluse. I don't think that that's a good way to do it, because for somebody that already has mental health issues, it doesn't help anything. He's right there, baby. For somebody that already has... Hold on, y'all. For somebody that already has mental health issues, locking yourself in the house and not leaving, probably not a good idea. It probably wasn't a good idea for me to do it, because I got a diagnosis of acute agoraphobia, and I don't know if that's correct, really, because I'm fine. I'm outside right now and I love it, but I don't like leaving my house. I'm fine outside. I'm fine in the vicinity, in the woods down there. I'm fine with all this. But I don't like going into public, I guess, is my issue. And in the wintertime, I do stay and I don't come out of the house if I don't have to. The only time I'll come out is for like groceries or doctor's appointments, and that's it. But I think that's more of like a seasonal depression thing. Like, I always have severe depression, but in the wintertime, it's like, it's bad. It's real bad in the wintertime. So, you know, yeah. Acute agoraphobia. Don't even know what to say about that one. I've gotten quite a few diagnoses that I'm just like, not really sure about that. But I don't know. I just want us to realize that we are all in this together. Oh my god, we're all in it together. How that song is. But we really are. We're in this together. We should be rooting for each other instead of judging each other, man. We should be like cheering each other on, like, come on, you can do this, and that's what I do. I don't care if you're using, marijuana to cope with, you know, coming off of drugs. I don't care if you're using, what's that stuff called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The coffee stuff, whatever it's called. I can't remember right now. Kratom. You're using Kratom? Go ahead, baby. Just don't get addicted to that, too. If you're using, you know, Suboxone, as long as you do it the right way, go for it, buddy. I always did it the right way, and I don't feel like I became dependent on it. I mean, I probably did to a point, but it really helped when I needed it the most. Without it, I'd have been dead by now. Without Suboxone, I would have been in a coffin within a month or two. So, Suboxone saved my life. I will never put Suboxone down because without it, I'd have either killed myself, the drugs would have killed me, or I'd be in prison. So, Suboxone, prison, death, you know, Suboxone's kind of going to be up here, and death is going to be down there. So, it's the lesser of all evils, and it's not evil in my opinion. It can be, because people do use it as a tool to still use, and I'm aware of that. And it really sucks because those are the people that make Suboxone look bad. Those are the people that ruin it for everybody else. Those are the people that make the guidelines to get and stay on Suboxone so hard to follow that, you know, people get kicked out left and right because they make a little mistake or something. And jackasses like that make it hard for us who really want to stay clean to just go to our doctor's appointments, follow the rules, take them how we're supposed to, not give them to anybody else, not sell them to get our other drugs, you know, none of that shit. They make us look bad. Hi, bud. She's over there. So I'm proud of all of you. What? Yeah, so be careful. I'm just proud of all of you. I don't care how you did it. Just know that you're a rock star to me. And I'm proud of you. And I think you're awesome. No matter how you got clean. Keep hanging in there, and I promise it'll get easier with time. I've got 6 years and 3 years and 3 months, or 3 years, 6 years and 3 months, and I am just, my life, you know, at first it was really hard. Because it seemed like, well, everybody did things for me whenever I was on drugs. Like, people were more willing to give me a ride or let me borrow $20 or do stuff for me, bring me this or that or whatever. And now that I'm clean, everybody's ignoring me, and, you know, nobody will help me out at all and this and that. But with time, I started realizing that those people were assholes. The only reason why they came around